Is the music too loud for anyone? Hi, Adil. Hello, Wow Pow. Nice. Happy to have you here, DS. Uh, this is clearly a cover, so there's no copyright infringement as far as I'm aware. Oh yeah, I had to extend the aspect ratio a little bit to fit standard 16 by 9, but and this will be running at 60 frames per second. Of course, Mario runs at 30 frames per second, but the stream should be running at 60 frames per second. All right. Welcome everyone to the reveal stream for the official Super Mario 64 30th Anniversary Task Tournament Task 2. Our tasks for these past 2 weeks were in Cool Mountain. Start by exiting the 100 coin star text box and break both yellow boxes. Then collect the wall tickets work star. You may not BLJ, all of the restrictions were found in the server rules. Timing starts when Mario is first able to move. Timing ends on XCAM. Get in, everyone. It's gonna be great. We had 24 submissions, a big step up from task 1. 23 of them were valid, and one of them was a DQ. So we'll save that for the end of... I think 24 factorial is a lot more than what we had, Fear of Cats. Yeah, we'll show off the DQ at the end of the stream. We'll get to the 23 valid submissions first. It was a nice, short, simple task. So with that, if everybody's ready, I think we are ready to get into it. Yeah, factorial joke. It never gets old. All right. We don't see any objection here. Ah, poor fellow still at work. No, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't I haven't started moving yet, but hold on. Ooh, where's my mouse? Can you see my mouse? You can see my mouse and the stream is fine. I know it's stretched out a bit, but all right. What is Mario so happy for? He's happy because we're watching the Task 2 reveal stream. All right. Enough dilly-dallying. It is now time to get into the first result, so we'll jump right into it. our 23rd place submission. Shoutouts to Fear of Cats with a time of 41:33. 1,240 frames. Let's load up their run. Author, handsome guy popular. Description, hey at SuperM789, it's me, because it's always a good idea to ping SuperM. Let's see what they had. Starting off, slowly entering the text box. Slide kicking down, ground pounding to get the first box. Now going off dive recover, we got another ABC run on our hands. Killing one, killing two of those guys. Can't remember what they're called. Now, diving across the slippery slope, being very careful not to fall into the void. Now going over to the dilapidated bridge, now going for the teleport. Now slide kicking down the slope, diving off. Going across, see-up sliding across, getting a nice spin off another flower guy. Bonking off the wall, breaking the box, and going wall kicking, ground pounding into the star. Spin drift, that's what you're called. Thank you for... That was a very cool ABC submission. Nice fear at the end. That was our 23rd place submission. Big shoutouts to Fear of Cats. But we must make a massive time save as always. With a time save of over 30 seconds in 22nd place, it is Whimsy, the newcomer. 24 submissions to be exact, 23 valid, 1 DQ. We'll show off the DQ at the end. So the 23rd place submission was the first submission we showed. 22nd place, give a big shout out to Whimsy. I believe they showed up in the last few hours and made a submission, so congratulations on not getting last place, Whimsy. Author, Whimsy. Description, none. Over 1,000 re-records in under 2 hours, which is pretty insane. Long jumping off, breaking the first box with a nice place jump kick. Now wall kicking up and back for some style points. Ground pounding the box to break it, and then wall kicking into the wall, side flipping into the wall, wall kicking off with star. Congratulations to Whimsy on their 22nd place run, a time of 10:93. There was no 24th. There was no 24th, there was a DQ. We will show it off at the end of the stream. Congratulations to Whimsy on this 22nd place run, but we've got yet another big time save. This time over 2 seconds, over 2.5 seconds. Our 21st place run is Asterix, or Toriku, with a time of 8:23. Let's load up their run. Author, Bandicoot. Description, no description. Let's see what they had for us. Starting off, kicking to get off the ice quicker, breaking the first box with a jump kick, long jumping into the box, breaking it with a wall kick, side flipping into the wall, and landing on the second platform for the star. Congratulations to Asterix on their 21st placed run. But we gotta keep moving. Coming into the time save of about 12 frames or 0.4 seconds in 20th place. Congratulations to none other than Wow Pow with a time of 7:83. Let's load up Wow Pow's run. Author, Wow Pow. Description, wow, first TASCOM submission in a while. Figured I'd work on my tasking skills again since I don't have much else to do, but procrastinate on other things. Good luck everyone else on TASCOM. Thank you so much, Wow Pow. Wow, wow indeed. Kicking off. Going back into the second platform, slide kicking off, breaking the wall kick. I am completely stumbling over my words. Let's look at that one more time. These submissions are going to be quite short, so we'll have time to go through a lot of patented, borrowed from 11059 slow-mo. Starting off with a jump kick, going wall kicking into the jump kicking into the first box, landing back at the second platform, slide kicking, doing a couple of neat side flips and wall kicks, ground pounding at the star right over the edge of the second platform to get the X cam just a little bit sooner. Congratulations to Wow Pow. Alright. But we still have so much more to go. Our 19th place run is the one, the only Kierio04 with a time of 7:60. Kierio did have a bit of issues with Mupin desyncing at the end, so I believe this is not their best run that they could have done. But congratulations to Kierio for the 19th place run. Author, Kierio4. Description: Hello everyone, former task comp organizer here, bringing you your favorite bi-weekly procrastinator submissions. I hope you all enjoy this task, and huge congrats to whoever wins. Thank you, Kierio. Only 319 view records. This is a low tab if I've ever seen one. Long kick jumping off the ice platform. Breaking the first box. Double jump. No, not double jumping. Long jumping. And. Wow. Seems like we got a free run at the end here. But yes, they long jumped into the side wall. And collected the star. Now, what are they doing here? Interesting. Interesting free run at the end. Congratulations to Kierio. Let's look at that run one more time. Long jumping off the ice platform, kicking from beneath into the first box, doing a couple of other jump kicks to get back on their feet sooner. Long jumping, breaking the box, and going straight into the star for the run. A time of 7:60 for Kierio04. But that is only 19th place. We are not even a quarter of the way through our submissions yet. Coming in 18th place with a time of 7:27. Give it up for Frames. Whoops, that's the wrong tab. Let's load up Frames' run. Author, Frames. Description, none. Let's see what they had for us. Diving on the ice platform. It's a lot to take in right there. Let's see what they had. We got, looks like a free run here. Wow. It's a very up close and personal look at Mario's schnoz. Let's analyze this a bit more closely so I can know what I'm talking about. Jumping, diving twice, kicking into the first box, landing right ahead of the bridge, breaking the box with the kick off the wall, then wall kicking off the blue wall into the star. That's right, frame perfection. It's not frame perfection, it's just frames. A well-composed 18th place run from Frames, a time of 7:27. Time saves are only gonna get thinner and thinner from here, folks. Yeah, take a good look at Mario's nose. FR aims. For real? Aims? Yeah. Here with our first tiny time save of only 2 frames, a time of 7:20. Give it up for 17th place, Tom Cube. It's only going to get more hectic and hectic from here, folks. Let's load up their run. Author, Tom Cube. Description, none. Yeah, we got a Tom Cube submission. I believe for Task 1, they had a Super Mario Brothers Super Mario World submission, which is really hilarious. This time, I believe it is an actual Super Mario 64 submission. Slow start off the ice platform, but long jump to get some speed. Kicking way back onto the platform, slide kicking off, wall kicking, and ground pounding to land on the second platform for the star. A 720 run from Tom Cube. That was sick. I agree. Let's take another look at that. In borrowed graciously with Ted's permission, the patented slow-mo. So, slow start off the platform, long jumping, wall kicking backwards, and getting plenty of speed off that one. Slide kicking down, double jumping into the wall box, kicking to break it, and into the star, getting a ground pound to land right on the platform. Congratulations to Tom Cube for that run. That had plenty of style, indeed. But we were only a third of the way through our submissions. Coming in, shaving off 0.3 seconds with a time of 690. Nice. Give it up for Wiz15. Sub 7 is possible. It's very possible. Let's load up Wiz15's run. Author, Wiz15, description. I suppose can ReZero S4 Part 2 release already. I don't know, can it? I suppose. Yeah, indeed, I suppose. I suppose we'll go look at your run, Wiz15. Starting off with almost no health and negative everything. Long jumping, getting the star. Time of 690 for Wiz15. Boy, is Mario in rough shape. Mario's lost his hat. Oh no. Let's load up that run one more time. I suppose we'll have to, in slow-mo. Starting off with a kick and a long jump to get to the first box sooner, breaking it with a wall kick. Long jumping, not quite getting the speed they wanted, but breaking it and getting the star. A very nice 16th place, 690 run from Wiz15. Wiz15 says that's the lamest run. I don't think that was a lame run at all. That was a 16th place submission in a crowded field. Yeah, you don't often see Mario exit the course without, Did you see that animation before? That's my input, by the way. That's me, but that's hilarious what happens when Mario doesn't have his hat. But we have to go back to the frame wars, saving only 2 frames with a time of 683. It's Noki27. My mouse can work. We'll load up the submission. Here we are, Noki27. Author, Noki27. Description. Super Mario 64 30th Anniversary Tool Assisted Speedrun Competition Task 2. You're correct. Well, you're not correct. It's a tournament, not a competition. As if there's a difference. Alright, let's see what you had for us. Taking a little while to get out of the text box. Saying no. Jump kicking twice. Dive recovering. Getting the first box. Breaking the second box with a couple of wall kicks. Wow! And landing on the second platform. Love the wall kicks there. I believe wall kicks did work for this star. Let's load up that 15th place run from Noki27 one more time. Taking a little while to get out of the text box. Mario's thinking about it. He says no, doesn't want to save. Jump kicking twice. Jump kicking third time to break the box. More jump kicks. Long jumping into the wall. Bunch of quick wall kicks to get the star and landing right at the edge of the second platform. Wall kicks definitely worked for Noki27, a 15th place run at a time of 683. Congratulations to Noki27. Yeah, hello MK Dasher, happy to have you here. But now we've got another big time save on our hands. With a time of 6:57, it's DS273, who I believe is watching this stream at a bus stop if he still is. Congratulations to DS273. Let's load up his run. Author, DS273. Description, Super Rush, probably super bad. Well, if 14th place is bad to you, I don't know what to tell you. Let's load up his run. Time of 6:57. It says, note, the slide kicking off, dive grinding off, breaking the first box with a jump kick, double jumping, triple jumping into the star box, triple jumping into the second yellow box, and getting a star, landing on the second platform. A time of 6:57 for DS273. Congratulations. What amazing what you can do in only 2 hours. Let's look at this run one more time. It says note to save. Slide kicking off, dive grinds on the edge a little bit, adjusting the camera, jump kick to get the first box, triple jump into the second box, and collecting the star, landing on the second platform to save a little bit of time. Congratulations to DS273 for that amazing run. Done in under 2 hours. But we have to do better. And here we go, folks. Saving one frame, just one frame, a time of 6:53. It's blobfish times. The frame wars are getting real, folks. Let's see what blobfish times had for us. Author, blobfish times. Description, none. Let's see what she had for us. Starting off, lom jumping off, breaking the second wall kick, adjusted camera angle, wall kicking into the wall, breaking the second box, and getting the star, right on the edge of the second platform for the extra time save. Congratulations to Blobfish Times, a time of 6:53. That was certainly a very quick time for Blobfish Times. Let's load up her run one more time in slow motion. Long jumping, adjusting camera angle, jump kicking off to get the first box, jump kicking more to get speed, long jump into the wall, get the second star, break the second box. Congratulations to Blobfish Times. Alright. Plush is here, nice! But we do have another big time save coming up with a time of 6:17. Give a big shout out to Galoomba. Moving into the mid part of our bracket. I guess mid part of this task standings. Let's load up Galoomba's run. Author, Galoomba. Description, none. Time of 6:17, let's see what they had. Long jumping off. Breaking the first box. Long jumping into the second box. Wall kick off. Great submission, 6:17 from Galoomba. Unfortunately, Plush did not submit, but I'll make him submit for task 3. Alright, let's load up Galoomba's run one more time in slow motion. Long jumping off, punch cancel to start, wall kicking or jump kicking into the first box, long jumping into the box, second box and star. 499 win? I don't know. 6:17 run for Galoomba, 12th place. But now we have to do better than that. Shaving off only 2 frames once again, our 11th place run is Ystem, the winner of Task 1. Just misses out on points this time, a time of 6:10. Congratulations nonetheless to Ystem on an amazing run. Let's see what they had for us. Author, Y-Stem. Description: I'm disappointed that this task didn't require more glitchy wall kicks. Well, let's see how many glitchy wall kicks you did have, Y-Stem. Starting off with a jump, dive grinding off. Glitchy wall kick to break the first box, walking off to break the second box, and getting the star. A very nice submission from Y-Stem. So yeah, 499 isn't exactly possible, but I do want to flex my knowledge a little bit. Loading up this run. So jumping off, dive grinding a bit to get some excellent speed. Doing a nice glitchy wall kick. I believe that specific glitchy wall kick with the box is when you bonk off the ceiling, so you're breaking the wall kick. You're breaking the box like about a frame before you can actually wall kick off of it, and it's a really neat trick. I've seen it in a couple other task comps before. I believe there's a 2023 Task 8. It was the first time I ever saw it. A very nice run. I'm glad that certain taskers remembered it. Wall kicking into the second box, breaking it, and landing nicely into the star on the second platform. The wall kicks are possible off those boxes. It's a bit trickier for the second box as far as I'm aware. It's not quite oriented the friendliest way, but yes. I hope we can see more glitchy wall kicks like that in the future. But now we will get into the points. Our 10th place run with a time of 5:87. Big time cut at this stage. 10th place and 1 point for Meowximum. Give it up for... Wait, hold on. Give it up for Meowximum. A time of 5:87, 10th place run. They will get 1 point in our overall standings. Give it up to Meowximum. Yes, sub 6 is possible. Let's load up their run. Author, Meowximum. Description, back at it. He's back at it again, mad with the pen. Mad with the TAS pen, I should say. And yeah, getting points in your first submission, back at it. Let's see what you had for us. Starting off, long jumping across the platform. Wall kick, slide kick, jump kick, wall kick again! And the star, time of 5:87. Plush says back at it. Yes, they are back at it. Let's load up their run one more time. A points-getting run. Punch cancel to get off sooner. Long jump. Jump kicking into the first box. Slide kicking. Walking off the second box and into the star. A time of 5:87 from Yaxima. I don't think this hurts the Mario. He didn't take any damage, so I think we're good. But that was a 10th place run from Yaximum. But how about another quick time save? Shaving off only 2 frames. We're actually in the frame wars now. 9th place run. Give it up for YM. A time of 5:80. Only 2 frames shaved off of that run. Congratulations to YM. Let's see what he had for us. No author, no description. We're in for it now. Starting off, no saving. Slide kicking imposter grab, dive grinding, long jumping into the first box, glitchy wall kick, dive grinding. Whoa, what was that? Wow! Wow! That was incredible! We'll have to take a look at that. There were so many tricks in that one. Massive style points for YM. Starting off. Slide kicking, dive grinding, long jumping, glitchy wall kick into the first box. Now, diving off the weird slope on the second platform, and then breaking the second box, wall kicking off for the star, landing on the second platform. Congratulations to YM. I agree, Fear of Cats, that is pure aura. Aura. Whatever it's pronounced as. I read more than I speak. But that was only 9th place. YM will get 2 points in the competition, but now we have to head to 8th place. Getting 3 points for this submission, shaving off only 1 frame, a time of 5:77. Give it up for Fifth Dispense. The margins are only getting narrower from here. I mean, they can't get any more narrow than 1 frame, but it's going to be a frame war now. I keep saying that, but it's like, it really is a frame war. Uh, no author, but description. Dispense. Sad you can't start ends clip upward. Indeed. Let's see what you had for us, Fifth Dispense. Legend of Tasser. Long jumping off. Long jumping into the... Wow! That's insane. We're gonna have to look at that one more time. But yes, that is indeed quite the submission from Fifth Dispense. Legend of the game. We need to analyze this even extra slow mode. Sorry. Punch cancel. Long jumps. Long jumping into the wall. Glitchy wall kick into the box. Diving down. Grinding on that slope a bit. Wall kicking into the box. Wall kicking off the box. Breaking it. Getting the star. An amazing 8th place run from Fifth Dispense. Amazing that there are 7 runs that were even better. Yeah. A time of 5:77 from Fifth Dispense. They will get 3 points in this competition. But now, again, only 2 frames shaved off. Getting 4 points in the competition with a 7th place run. Give it up for frame perfection, that is. Getting 7th place here. Let's see what he had for us. No author, no description. That's how you know it's going to be amazing. VCR. This movie was recorded with a RAW that has CRC 0xCF542FA663, but you guys are using a ROM with CRC 0xFFB25A63. Playback might desynchronize. Are you sure you want to continue? I've already tested this. It'll work fine. Let's see what you had for us, Frame. Long jumping into the wall again. Is this a strat? Wall kick. A very similar run to Fifth Dispense, but shaving off 2 frames. Yeah, this didn't break the auto timing at all. Congratulations. I probably would have just desynced or DQ'd if but yeah. Let's look at that one more time. A very similar route to what Fifth Dispense had. Yes, laugh at me for my my Windows 7 sound pack. Slide kicking off. Dive grinding. Lob jerking into that wall. Glitchy wall kick box, diving down the slope. Walking off the second box, break it, and into the star. Landing on the second platform. Congratulations to Frame with a time of 5:70. Combat breaking would not extend the deadline unless it was like right at the deadline. Like you can always just resubmit later. There's still a couple days left. If it does break near the end of a deadline again, then it will have to extend it, and that would be really unfortunate. But the next deadline will actually be a little bit later than what we're accustomed to. Hold on, gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, so you could argue there's a bit of an ideology war between the slide kickers and the long jumpers. We'll see which one wins. Coming in 6th place, shaving off only 2 frames again. Another 2-frame save. 6th place, they'll earn 5 points for the submission. Milo Bolo, WF. A time of 5:63. No author, no description. Milo Bolo, what do you have for us? Punch catch log jump, going directly to the first box. And a very nice, efficient run from Milo Bolo WF. Let's look at that one more time. Let's slow this down a bit so I can see what I'm looking at. Punch cancel, long jumps. Going directly to the first box instead of doing a crazy dive kick. Jumping, dive recovering, wall kicking off the second box to break it and go into the star. Congratulations to Milo Bolo W after the 6th place submission. They have earned another 5 points in the overall competition. But we have yet another 2-frame save, and it gets even crazier here. We have a tie, a 3-way tie for 3rd place. Yes, you are hearing that right, a 3-way tie for 3rd place. Each with a time of 5:57. We'll look at all of the other submissions. The first submission we'll look at today is Fritzafella, coming in tied for 3rd. Time of 5:57. 2-frame save off of Milo Bolo. Let's see this amazing tied for 3rd place submission from Fritzafella. Author, Fritzafella. Description. Anyone else getting a Task 8 2022 flashback? The 3-second task in the castle courtyard. My bet is on a big tie for 1st this time. Well, you were part of a tie, just a big tie for 3rd this time. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Controller 1 has a memory pack in the movie. Playback might desynchronize. I sure hope it doesn't. And I mean, at times, it probably shouldn't. Punch cancel, long jump. Going straight up to the first box. Jump kicking, long jumping, and wall kicking off the second box to break it, get the second star. A time of 5:57 for Fritzafella. But it seems we'll have a free run at the end here. There's a lot of input left. What's Mario doing? He's walking around weirdly. Not gonna BLJ, going back into Shifting Snowman Land, or Kukul Mountains. And that's where playback ends. Hey Phage, how's it going? Yeah, so it is a 3-way tie. Sorry that your message got held for so long, Super M. But let's look at that one more time. And then we have 2 other 3rd place runs to get for. And yes, each of the 3rd place runs will be getting 8 points. They did well enough to get 3rd place. I will not be punishing them for it. There will be extra points handed out for it by the grace of me, God. Punch cancel, long jump. Going straight to the second box, breaking it with a jump kick. Jump kicking twice. Long jumping, wall kicking, breaking the second box, and getting the star, ground pounding right at the end to land on the second platform. Give it up for Fritzafella. 3rd place run, one of 3 3rd place runs. And a nice rerun at the end, but we have to go to our second of the 3 3rd place runs. It's the Happy World of Haribo 39, also a time of 5:57. 0 frames shaved off, but 2 frames shaved off Milo Bolo. Let's see what Haribo 39 had for us. No author, no description. Slide kicking now. Long jumping into the box. Long jumping into the second box. Long jumping from both boxes, breaking the second one and getting the second star with ease. A time of 5:57 for Haribo 39. BS saying the other 3rd should better be a different route, but this is a very different route from what Fritzafella had. Let's load up Haribo 39's run one more time, getting 8 points for the 3rd place submission. Slide kick, dive grind, long jump into the first box, glitchy wall kick off, going down with the slide kick. Now, long jumping into the second box to break it, collecting the star. Drinking challenge. Take a shot every time I almost say second star. But yes, an excellent 3rd place run from Haribo 39. 5:57 is the time. We have a 3rd place run to get to. Yeah, when I saw this, I could not believe what was happening. But our final 3rd place run will go to Albertito. Congratulations to Albertito on the 3rd place run. Let's see what they had for us. Author, none. Description, bro, the image of the task is evil. How dare you to put the upper box so far away? I am evil, but it was a fun task, wasn't it? Let's see what you had for us with your evil 5-7 third place run. Make up your mind, Mario. He says yes. Long jumping off. Adjusting the camera. Plenty of camera tricks in this one. We're gonna need a lot of slow-mo to get through that one. Congratulations to Albertito, third place run, getting 8 points in this competition. Starting off. Eventually says yes. Punch cancel. Long jump. Adjusting the camera. Breaking the first box with a jump kick. Dive recovering. Hugging the fence. While kicking the second box to break it. Get the star. A time of 5:57. That is our third and final third place run that we'll be seeing today. And we have actually emerged from the fog of the frame war. Can you believe it? A massive time cut of 8 frames, coming in with a time of 5:30, 159 frames. Our second place run is Kieran. A whole 8 frames this late after all that frame wars that we saw from the 10th to 3rd place submissions. 8 frames have been saved by Kieran. Let's see what they had for us. No author, no description. Only 186 input frames. Punch cancel, long jump, into the first box. Dive riding off the platform. And wall kick with an amazing wall kick. Wow. Congratulations to Kieran. That went by so quickly. That was insane. We're gonna have to load that up one more time. Punch cancel, long jump, turning right into the platform. Dive grinding off the platform after the first wall box break. Wall kicking off the second box and getting this in very quick measure a time of 5:30. Plus, you should have participated, but I think you'll like our third task, which will be unveiled at the end of this. Yeah, there are some invisible walls there. Guess I shouldn't spoil too much. But now, please give it up for a very welcome. A time, another 5-frame save. First place, a time of 5:13. Give it up for the one, the only, MK Dasher, and his return to Task Comp, getting a first place submission, demolishing, blowing everyone out of the water with a time of 5:13. Incredible from MK Dasher. Old man does it again. Indeed. Yes. You come at the king, you best not miss. MK Dasher, a time of 5:13. First place, 10 points. Author, too lazy to type name. Description, no description entered. Let's see what you had for us, MK Dasher. Punch cancel, long jump. Wow. Unk still got it. Unk still got it. We'll need to look at that one more time with no commentary. Just take it in. It's only 5 seconds. We'll look at that one more time in extra slow motion. Congratulations to MK Dasher. He will be getting 10 points for this first place run. And we do have a DQ. Stick around for the DQ that will be loading up very shortly. Doing a nice frame advance this time. Punch cancel, long jump after the quick turn. Going to the very edge of the platform. Just barely getting onto the floor in time. Turning. Jumping. Wall kick. Or jump kick to break the box, landing back on the platform. Punch cancel again to get up sooner. Now, going off dive grinding to get some extra speed. Falling down towards the second platform. Jumping once again, kicking, doing a glitchy wall kick off the second box. Here's your glitchy wall kick you wanted to see. To break the box, wall kick off, ground pound right into the star. A time of 5:13. Incredible. MK Dasher, I feel so... There's no glitchy wall kick, sorry. I know that a lot of the previous box breaks were with glitchy wall kicks, but yeah, that was just insane. I feel so incredibly honored that you submitted to my task comp. You just blew everyone out of the water. Unk still got it, you know. But we do have a DQ. If you notice, there was a mystery submission. Someone with a bunch of question marks for names submitted. They DQ'd. Let's see who it is. Coming in with a time of 5:23, the DQ is a team between me and Crackhex. Yeah, let that sink in. There were 24 submissions, not 25. It was barely not faster. We would have been second place if it was, legal, but team ups are legal, and this is the only way either of us would submit. Let's see this run. No author, no description. We started off with a punch cancel. We long jump to the first part. First kick, dive grind. Very similar route to what MK Dasher has. Oh, participants, yes. This was a very fun submission to work on. Yes, you beat the illegal team up. It was very similar to what MK Dasher has. She's gonna be pissed when she learned that you had the exact same route as us. No, it's a DQ because we teamed up, and I explicitly said no team up. We made this run for fun. Yeah, yeah. Beating Crackhex and Optimus is something I didn't expect in 2026. Unk still got it. That is the theme of the task. Unk still got it. Let's walk through what we did in slow motion. We started off with a punch cancel, long jump, jump kicking into the wall box, dive grinding off the platform to get there sooner. This was mostly my route. I believe our initial quote unquote submission was about 620. She definitely did a lot of optimization. Like, truth be told, my only remaining input is closing the text box. Truth be told, but we still worked on this together. It's very fun to work on. But with that being said, that is the end of our task 2 results, and now we must turn our attention towards task 3. Let's look up task 3, announcing it here. The 30th Anniversary Tournament Task 3. In Tall Mountain. Start by climbing onto the custom-placed shell and collect at least 5 of the custom-placed red coins before killing Mario via jumping into the death barrier. Timing starts when Mario first enters the shell riding action. Timing ends when Mario enters Void Out, which is about 2480 units above the death barrier. You may not exit Tall Mountain by any other method besides dying. You may not exit or break the shell at any point during the run. You have to stay on the shell the entire run. All other applicable restrictions can be found in rules. That's it. That's right. We got a shell Tall Mountain task for task 3. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. We will upload the results and the brand new standings right afterwards. Thank you, Adil. And make sure to submit to task 3. Yeah, that's task 3. It's a Tall Tall Mountain shell task. We're riding the shell in Tall Tall Mountain for task 3. With that being said, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who submitted. Thank you for everyone who plans to submit for task 3. You better submit. It's gonna be great. All right, and with that, goodbye. No, that's right, Plush. You cannot disembark the shell. You have to be on. You'll be on the shell when timing starts, and you'll be on shell until timing ends. You better submit. Yeah, shell task. Shell task in Tall Tall Mountain. It's gonna be great. All right, bye everyone. See ya.